Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Wednesday, day 3 of the Mindful Morning Challenge. To reconnect to your light, how are you doing this morning? Let me know how you are as you're coming in. I'm going to go ahead and invite some people. Say hi. When you get here, I'd love to hear how you're doing this morning. Hi, Sarah. Is that Darla? I think that's Darla. I don't know. I can't see very well. Trying to wear my contacts today, but they're really, really old. So just FYI, if I'm squinting, it's because I can't see anything. So today we're going to talk about intuition. And I know all of us here are pretty intuitive. And so, oh, there's Linda. I want Linda to come in. Oh, I didn't even get her last time. Okay. So let me know how you're doing this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Today, again, it's about intuition. So how does intuition tie into reconnecting with your light and finding your purpose? It has everything to do with it. Actually, it's your guide. It's like it's your guide along the path of meaning and purpose. And it's literally directing you to where you can be the most in alignment, in your life. So we're going to get into the good stuff today. The beliefs and the healing work. Yes, it's going to be a permanent fixture in our life. Good morning, Rachel. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Thomas. Are you good today? Rachel, how are you feeling today compared to Monday? Do you feel better today than you did on Monday? I know you were like a 3 or like a 4. So just let me know. But so we're into the fun stuff now, right? The beliefs and healing, that doesn't mean it's not fun, but like that's not what it's all about. And to be honest with you, that's not where I started. I started by trying to always recalibrate my energy with love. I that's how I started. Like that's how I did it. I do the weather help. Yes, definitely the weather helps. And so, good morning, Katie. And so that's what we're going to talk about today is intuition, because our intuition, sorry guys, I need to fix this. Our intuition is literally our guide along the path to, what the heck is going on here? To our purpose and to living our most amazing life. And so, and it really is, that is how it's your inner guidance system. So we're going to talk about intuition a little bit, and then we're going to talk about the one thing you need to do. Like every day, I've tried to make it very simple because it doesn't need to be complicated. Monday was just about you finding one limiting belief, one limiting story that you repeat in your mind every day that keeps you playing small. It keeps you in your zone. It keeps you in your comfort zone. And I want to clarify, there's nothing wrong with staying in your comfort zone. But if you're in this, there's nothing wrong about being in your comfort zone, but you don't evolve and grow. And that's not what you were here to do on earth, is to stay in your comfort zone, right? That is not why we're here. Yes, there's times when we need to look out for ourselves. We have boundaries and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, we all are light workers. We all have a purpose. And right now the world is in chaos, right? And so it takes very special people to be able to continue rising and staying in love and not fear during these times. So then we give others permission to do the same. And when, so all of us right here, so there's 6 of us, right? So there's 7 people in here. As a whole, okay, the higher our vibration is, it has ripple effects, and it goes out from there. It's like you drop a pebble in a pond and there's ripples, right? So there's 2 parts. So we did the belief, right? So we're trying to dismantle the ego. That's what we're trying to do when we're trying to find the beliefs that aren't really ours. Because at the end of the day, you were programmed with those beliefs that you're not good enough, that you'll never do, you'll never, be good enough to be whatever it is you want to be. Your family told you, maybe you had like a toxic growing up, toxic family. They told you, you couldn't do these things and that you shouldn't use your imagination and all of the things that the ego does. And so that's what we were doing the first 2 days, is dismantling the ego parts of us. And those parts of us that keep us in depression and anxiety and sadness and frustration. Because with me, I use the vibrational scale. So now, since you guys have done that work, I'd love to hear what happened yesterday. Like, what triggers did you become aware of? Any new triggers? I'll tell you one with me. Actually, I'll tell you real quick about a limiting belief, so I can kind of give this example. I should have done this on Monday, but I used to think I was really bad at relationships. Okay, I'm just gonna give an example of beliefs and then healing, and then we'll get into the intuition. I promise. I just really think this is important for you to know, to have an example. Okay. And so I used to think I was really, really bad at relationships, because every relationship I was in, either that person would cheat on me or I would cheat on them. There was just so much disloyalty and unfaithfulness. And so I was like, no, I'm not good at relationships. Like, I suck at them. So I'm just not going to do them. I'm just going to sleep with people, and that's it. That's literally how my mindset was. And then after a while, I started doing, I just started kind of awakening a little bit, and I'm like, am I really not good at relationships? Okay. So basically I would have been like, I want to be in a healthy relationship, but I suck at relationships. Okay. So that was my limiting belief. And so as I dismantled that, it wasn't that I was bad at relationships. It was, I had a fear of commitment. I had a fear of handing my heart over and it possibly getting hurt. Right. So then I had to dig into that. And I did all this with a coach. This is, I think I mentioned, the reason I got a coach pretty much in the beginning was to help me go through my limiting beliefs. Because as you guys see, it is not easy. It is difficult, but it is the most transformational work you'll ever do. And that is really why I got a coach. And so it was my fear of commitment. It was my limiting belief that my heart was going to get broken by, a man right away, when that wasn't true, right? We tell ourselves these things that are not true just because we have seen so much evidence of it. So of course we believe it, but it doesn't serve us. And what that means, when something doesn't serve you, it's bringing you down into frustration and anger and sadness and depression, right? That is what's not serving you. That's the definition of what's not serving you. So when people say let go of what's not serving you, you're letting go of whatever it is, thoughts, beliefs, people, relationships, whatever, that are not lifting you up. Okay. And so that's about a limiting belief. And then around healing, so with my healing work, I watched, or I read The Super Attractor, and then I started to always I try to come from a place of love over fear. So in every situation I was in, if I was coming from fear, so let's just say me starting this job, right? I could have been like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to have enough time. I'm not going to have enough time for my coaching. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to be able to help people anymore because I have to do this other job. I could have went into it like that, right? But I didn't. Okay. I went into it as, this is going to provide so much more opportunity. I cannot wait to get started with this. I know I'm going to make so many new connections. I'm going to get to go on vacations. I mean, have you guys heard me talking bad about that opportunity at all? No, because I chose to come from love. In every situation you are in, I don't care if you think it's the worst situation in the world, you can always choose to come from love. And that is how you will change your life. When you stop fearing of what you're going to lose, okay, or what you're not going to be able to do, when you stop coming from lack and you go into growth mindset, right, the abundant mindset, there's a shift. And the more that you do this, the more you'll do it. Because now, you guys, I can't even stay in lack. It's hard for me to stay there. It's hard for me to, if I'm talking to a friend and they're starting to go down that road, I do really well at keeping myself going the other way. And I really try to help them do the same thing. Okay. So I just wanted to share that to relay the importance of the first 2 days and doing that healing work of clearing out the clutter, but also to not complicate it. It does not have to be hard. I believe we can heal and we can also raise our vibration at the same time. Because a lot of people will, stay in their healing for months and months and months and years maybe of like, I'm healing. And so they're no, okay, you can heal, but you can also rise up and you can find your purpose and you can be of purpose. So now to intuition. Intuition is your guide and your key to changing your life. All right. So here's a good example. When I wasn't following my intuition, I was in addiction, I was in depression, I was in anxiety all the time, I was in bad relationships all the time. I didn't even know what a healthy one looked like. When I shifted to doing this one thing that I'm going to share with you guys in just a little bit, it's the only thing you got to do today, okay? When I shifted and started doing this thing, everything started to shift as well. Like I was like, okay, this doesn't feel good. This feels good. Oh, I like that. And it's okay that I don't like that, because how many times so growing up, you guys, if you didn't like something the same as everyone else, you were considered the weirdo, right? I think we're all the weirdos here as far as us all having something different about us and we all do. We're all unique. There is something special about everyone in this life. There is something different that you all bring. And guess what? That is tied to your purpose. Because whatever people told you were too much of, these are some things you can do to find your purpose. We're going to do this on Friday too, but whatever people used to make fun of you for or say you're too much of, okay? And think when you were younger, growing up in high school, what were you too much of? So like, I talk too much, right? I talk a lot, but I like to talk. I like to share my experiences. But back in the day, I used to love to teach. And when I was like younger, what did you pretend play? What did you play as a kid? Also, and then we'll go ahead and just get to the one thing you're going to have to do today. So the one thing that I did and that you're going to do today only is follow what lights you up. Okay? That's it. That's all I did. That is literally what changed my life, is I started to follow what lights me up. And then I started to, I can't say that's all I did, but instead of feeling like, so for example, when I wasn't working for someone else, I started freelancing. Some people would be like, that's not working. Like, you're having fun. That means that you're not working, because work and fun aren't supposed to be together. Well, I changed that. And I was like, no, I can have fun and I can work and I can get paid at the same time. And once I really started to believe that, it took me a little while, right? Because you have to dismantle these neural pathways and create new ones. Okay. And so, but once I started to do that, everything just started to shift, because I stopped focusing on what I didn't like or how bad I felt. I stopped focusing on how bad I felt, and I started focusing on how good I wanted to feel, and that I was determined to feel that way. And that if that meant that I had to be the weird one and I had to step out of the box, right? That's what I did. And I even remember writing a post about this, as far as just because you feel safe and I'm not saying anyone quit their jobs or anything right now. Like, don't do that. Okay. This is an ongoing process, right? This isn't something, or you could just choose one day to quit your job and say, I'm going to start my own business. Absolutely. You can do that, and come my way if you do, because I can help you with that. But I want you today just to follow where that sacral, in your sacral, you get that. Whatever you do when you're excited, that is your sacral speaking, okay? So whatever excites you, whatever lights a spark in you in some way, shape, or form, follow that today. And you go about your day and just start shifting from, oh, this is so sad and fearful. Let's talk about the news, right? It's so sad and fearful. Yes, it is sad for everything happening in Ukraine and all of that stuff. So so that's so sad, right? But let's shift to, okay, but I know that I have a part in this because I'm here doing this work. Like, we're here to raise the vibration of the planet and to send love, right? To send love. And so just following your intuition, like, that's all I want to do. That's what that means. Okay. So let's talk about that for just a second. And then Darla, what were you too much of? I want to know, Darla, being too blunt. Let me know if anybody else wants to put what you have always been too much of, what people have always said, whatever said to you. Also, let's see. What did you do as a child? Okay, I want to know that. So any of these that you want to answer, go ahead and answer. Good morning, Shelby. Are you on here? By the way, you guys, tonight Shelby and I are doing a live, and I'm going to do like a 15-minute like third eye opening meditation, and then she's going to read. She's going to do some readings, and so that's at 7 tonight. Rachel, too bossy. Okay. Lighting your own flame. Oh yes, love it. Always been told that I talk too much. Hope and I are very much alike. Okay, so those are part of your purpose. I felt too much, cared too much. Okay. All right. That's tied into it. We're all living, you are all living in your purpose in some way, shape, or form all the time. Okay. You're all, whenever you're doing something and you feel like chills run through you, or, you feel really lit up and really excited. I mean, when you're around someone who's really excited and when they're really happy, right? It's contagious, right? I was too emotional. Okay. Yeah. So you're emotional and you're a therapist, Katie. You work with people on this. So that right there is like you are in your purpose, definitely in some way, shape, or form. And all the time, just look around and you are. So, and then also answering this one question, if you could do anything in the world and you knew you would be supported, what would you be? What would it be? That's another question. And this is all going to be on the PDF. You guys know I didn't make one for yesterday because, actually I did, but I didn't post it. Sorry. But I'm going to put it on the PDF. You guys are just going to get it all in one thing because these are things you guys are going to do all the time. Like, this isn't just 1 week of this stuff. Like, these are things this is literally like the stepping stones to showing up in your light. Horse trainer. Yes. Rachel, you are you're a healer. So horse trainer, that's a healer. Katie, you're a healer. Shelby, you're a healer. Hope that's what we do. We heal with our words. Obviously, because I'm an empath, I have to feel more than others. Wouldn't have it any other way. Yes. Yes, absolutely. And so also think about all of your experiences in your life. What experiences have always come back in full swing? Okay. What are some experiences that you always have? They always come back to this part. And of course, right now it might be hard to think of this. This is why that's why I like to set this in your mind in the beginning of the day. And then as you guys go through your day, and this is why it's called mindful mornings, hint, hint. So then you get as present as you can. I'm trying to get your mind, well, I guess right here, you're kind of going in the past a little bit, but not in a bad way. Again, like I always say, once you learn how to control your thoughts, then you can go into the past and the future and do some playing around. But when you don't know how to control your thoughts, then going in the past, it starts to brings your vibe down, right? You go in the future, brings your vibe down. You start to worry. So let's stay right here. And I want you guys to do these things throughout the day. And so what are you constantly drawn towards? Is it like music, dancing, helping people, social justice, spirituality? And again, these are going to be on this paper, but what is it you're drawn to? What conversations are you drawn to? What hobbies even? What are you drawn to? For me, photography, I've loved it for so long. It's been part of my soul. I know that I was something in a past life as a photographer again, but then I started designing websites. I'm a creative, and I can't be stuck in an office. I couldn't. I had to get out of that, and I'll be in my own office if I'm going to be in any office. But also, why are you choosing why are you here too? I want you guys to think of that too. Why are you choosing this path of healing and this path of where you're at? Why are you in this group? What is it that you are wanting, right? And I'm just wanting to get you guys going with you can ask your intuition these as well as soon as I stop talking and I tell you guys the one thing or share this with you guys. And then as a little kid, you always wanted to be what when you grew up? What would you always say? I want to be such and such when I grow up. And then let's see, you were always attracted to certain types of people. What are their qualities? When people get to know you, what is the most positive thing that they say about you? So I'm gonna give you guys these, and it's gonna like there's like 30 questions that are gonna help you get clear about, even if you don't think you want to call it your purpose, it's clarity around your mission, around what you are here to do. What lights you up? Because when people are doing something they don't want to do, right? Or when they're just not lit up, they're depressed, right? But when you go when you're around, you go do something you love to do. So like when I go shoot, and after I haven't shot for a while, photography, I light up and I'm in this different world. You literally raise your vibration. And it is a really beautiful thing. So I'm going to grab my book real quick because I do want to talk about something that's going to help you guys know when you are following your intuition and when you aren't. So hold on, let me grab it. And then we'll clear our energy and all that, and then we will get going because I know I'm probably past time. I don't even know what time it is right now. Shelby, okay, that was the last one. Okay, and then I'll pull some cards for you guys. Okay, yeah, it's 6:54. So I just want to read this really quick for you guys, because it has helped me so much as far as how I could stay in my power, or keep my vibration higher throughout the day. Because it's gonna, you want to recalibrate to that. You want to make that your new normal. And so when you're following your intuition, this is how you'll know when you're following it. Whenever I get to the place here. Oh, and also the 5 clairs. I kind of want to talk about the 5. We don't have a lot of time, but the 5 clairs are the way that you take in information. Okay. So, the clairvoyance, being able to see, clear vision, clairsentience around sound and hearing. Clairaudience, sound and hearing, and then claircognizance, which is what I have. That's really strong for me, is that clear knowing something when you don't really know how you know it, you just know it. And then clairsentience, that's clear sensation or feeling. That's also another strong one for me. And then clairempath is clear emotional feeling. So like Kate or Shelby, like clairempath really comes like strongly for me with her. And then, so yeah, we all take in information differently, right? So we want to honor that. My dad said you have to work your whole life, so find what you like to do and figure out how to get paid for it. Yes, your father was a very smart man, because that's true. Now, I was raised to believe, even though my dad was a farmer, so I don't know, I guess I just kind of created this, that I could only make money working for someone else. Like that was like that, because that was the safe way, right? And so I had to shift that belief. And I'm like, no, I can make money on my own because I have very valuable skills that can help people in their life. But that also took, a lot of work to get there as well. And so, okay, so with your intuition, you guys, how you know you're following, how you know that you are listening to your intuition is right here. So your intuition is your guidance system from your higher self. So today we are really connecting with our higher self. So you've cleared out the clutter with the beliefs and the healing, and it's your inner guidance system from your higher self that lets you know if you're in alignment or not. And so we're going to be talking about alignment until Friday, about living your life in alignment, okay, with your higher self. So it lets you know if you're allowing yourself to be true and authentic, or you're trying to be something else that people want you to be, right? You're not coming out and being who you really are, or sharing your real views because you're still seeking acceptance, which is completely fine because you don't feel safe enough to come out of the spiritual closet. This is what I call coming out of the spiritual closet. Like when you pretend like you don't, you believe in God and Jesus and and you don't want anything to do with cards or chakras and all that, but inside you're like, bursting to know everything. That is like how I see, like how I was, and then I came out of my closet, okay? And so your true, authentic, beautiful, perfect, soulful self, or if your ego is covering you up with lies, it's literally lies, it lets you know what you're attracting at any given moment. Remember, you are attracting what you are. You're attracting what you vibrate at. You're attracting what you believe is going to happen, your expectations, what you expect to happen. That's why I said drop them last week, is going to happen, right? So it says, so you can always tell if you're feeling good or bad, happy or sad, excited or frustrated, empowered or fearful, which is why I do a lot of like emotional development, emotional awareness development. Your emotions are the indicator that lets you know if you're on track or if you're off track. So it's a wonderful tool that allows you to course correct your life moment by moment. And that is exactly what I did. Course correct moment by moment. That's it. Not like, it didn't have to be like, you know, every day. If I messed up, then, I guess I got to try again tomorrow. No, every minute I was just trying to course correct. So notice your emotions periodically. So yesterday I talked about, pay attention to your triggers, pay attention to how you feel. So like today, tune into how you feel, because the more you practice being in a positive state, the more you will resonate with who you truly are, and the more you will manifest the life of your dreams. So when you are in alignment, all right, and this will be on your thing too, you feel alive, eager, loving, hopeful, relieved, passionate. You have clarity. You're appreciative, you're enthusiastic, you're empowered, you're fun, you're playful. Like right now, just like thinking of all of those emotions, like all of those, how do those feel? Like they feel amazing, right? Is that how you feel every day? Fun and playful and in positive emotions? Or when you're out of alignment, you're feeling down, you're feeling pessimistic, you're frustrated, angry, depressed, doubtful, sad, jealous, worried, grief, powerlessness. Like you feel powerless. Irritated, impatient, and negative emotions, okay? And so this is how you can follow your intuition today. Notice your emotions. Notice how you're feeling, okay? Notice your emotions throughout the day, all right? If you have a negative emotion, make small shifts towards more positive thoughts and emotions, which we'll get more into this, right? Don't worry. I don't want to make this too complicating. Just if you start to feel bad, check in with what you're thinking about. This is why I started on Monday. Check in to see what your thoughts are and then shift them to something more positive, okay? And this is something that I can help you do. This is where I'm really going with my coaching, is shifting the way you are thinking, okay? Because that's the ticket to all of it, okay? All right, so let's go ahead. I just have so much to say on this topic, and this is just such a powerful, like, when you start to follow your intuition, your whole life just changes. It feels better. You attract, like, it's like night and day between living in this place. And I'm not saying if you work for a regular job, or whatever, like, because I am now, right? You're out of your intuition. Actually, this is a perfect example. You can work and make money and feel safe somewhere, and then on the side really start to dive into what it is that lights you up. Well, you start to make money with that, and then eventually we won't work at our job, right? So, all right, let's just go ahead and clear some energy real quick. I need to ground before I get off of here. I am not going to pull cards today, okay? Because it takes a little bit too long, and I don't know, maybe, what time is it? Okay, let's go ahead and clear energy. Just go ahead and close your eyes. And just take a deep breath in through your nose. And maybe I'll get to pull some cards, I don't know. Just breathe in through your nose. I just want you to feel your feet on the ground. We're just going to do this couple minutes. Just put your feet on the ground. Either feel them on the floor or see those tree roots going down into the earth. Just connecting your root chakra with the ground, bringing it down and feeling the support underneath you. And then clearing all negative energy that isn't yours for the day, any negative, any energy that you took on, maybe not even negative, just other people's energy that you've taken on in the last day or since yesterday morning, of just allowing that, just to pushing that out into the cosmos to transmute into positive energy, cutting the cords of anything that's draining you, anything that's not allowing you to show up in your light, showing up as your best self. Any thoughts, just running that light through your thoughts, through all your negative thoughts, any thoughts of self-doubt, any thoughts of any fearful thoughts, of just kind of seeing that white light, like even just pulling some down from the cosmos, since we haven't yet, pulling some down into your mind and just clearing out your thoughts, clearing out your sight. So your physical and your spiritual sight, clearing out your hearing, your spiritual hearing, your physical hearing, and then your communication. While you continue breathing, breathing allows the energy to flow. So if we're not breathing, then it's not flowing. And so then just moving that light into your intuition, into your third eye, clearing out the clutter of your third eye today, letting go of illusions or an over imagination. If you have like an overactive imagination, we're just slowing it down a little bit. Even just picture like an indigo light. And we're also going to work with the throat today. So let's just clear out the throat chakra. That's a blue, just think of a blue spinning light. So clearing out your third eye and your throat, going down to your heart, clearing, balancing, aligning, down to your solar plexus, clearing, balancing, aligning to the sacral, clearing, balancing, aligning in the root that we've already been in. And then creating that shield around you. That shield that's going to protect you to stay in your power today, to stay feeling good and in your following your intuition and not allowing the words of others, to not grab onto them, to not take things personally, knowing that everybody else is projecting what they're going through. And so just setting that shield of protection, taking another deep breath in, and then letting go. Open your eyes. And there we have it. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pull some of these because Rebecca Campbell is who led me to my intuition by follow what lights me up. Today, I just want you to follow what lights you up. That's it. Just pay attention to when you feel excited, or when you instead of scrolling through social media, do something else. All right. I really, really, really challenge you guys. If you scroll through social media and then you start to feel some type of way, that's your cue to stop scrolling. Okay. And do something that lights you up. What could help you? Make a joy list. Make a list of things that really excite you. As even going on a walk, it doesn't have to excite you, but what helps you feel better? What allows you to raise your vibration? And I'm going to share the vibrational scale with you guys today in the group, so you guys can see where you're at with wherever you're feeling, and then you can do things just to grab for that better feeling thought. And this is in the Super Attractor. I know Hope has it. I'm not sure who else has the book, but it changed my life, and it has the vibrational scale inside of it. Okay. So who wants a card? I'm pulling from Work Your Light, because today I challenge you guys to work your light a little bit. Just work your light. What is it that, find what brings you joy, what feels good. That's really all we're looking for, is what feels good. What does not feel restrictive? Okay. What does not feel restrictive? Okay. Let's see. Rachel. Ooh, Inner Temple. Rachel, I got Inner Temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. And this is also, like paying attention to what makes your heart feel good. But I think this is really just, saying, yeah, tune in. Inner temple, your intuition is. Tomorrow we're going to go on a little journey. We have to start as soon as I get on here, but we're going to talk about the Akashic records, like seeking guidance when you're not clear about something. There is a library of all of our life stuff, and you guys can go in it and find answers. Okay. All right. So I will send these to you. Rachel, you got Inner Temple. So that's really just like your soul, right? Okay, who's next? Then I have hope. I have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So really, I would just look at where is it that you're giving away your power a little too easily. People are coming in. So just setting boundaries with yourself. That's really what comes up with that is creating a boundary with yourself today. Okay, Hope? So I'll send that to you. All right, who's next? We have Sarah. Ooh, Sarah, align your life. What is not aligned and needs to change? And so that list that I just said about those low vibing emotions, when you feel that way, that's how you know that you're not in alignment with something, right? Something is not working out. Okay, I'll send that to you. I've never seen that card, I don't think. Sarah, all right, Katie. Sorry, guys, I'm going really fast because Katie, get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So, Katie, today, I would connect with nature. That's what Spirit is saying. Go connect with nature. Ground our energy. Okay, who's next? And Darla. Oh, Darla, Star Mother. These are beautiful cards, and I'll send them to you guys. I promise. I just have to get Izzy up. Star Mother, how can you mother yourself today? How can you mother yourself? How can you hold yourself today? How can you be nice to yourself? How can you show compassion? How can you forgive yourself today? And that's, if you haven't forgiven yourself, that's something I would probably do. Like, if there's something that you're holding on to, Darla, I don't really feel like, I don't know. I just feel like this is a really good card for you, to mother, to remember that even though we're moms, we got to mother ourselves first. So, okay, you guys, thanks for being here. Please today, just follow what lights you up. One thing I want to hear, please post it in the group of just something that lights you up today. Pay attention. Just be present in your life. Pay attention. Okay? So I love you guys. I believe in you. Go do big things. And tomorrow we're going to talk about guidance and take a little journey into the Akashic Records. A quick journey. It's going to be like 10 minutes. So if you've ever done it, but it's like, I don't know, we might go over tomorrow too, but you know how easy it is. So I love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.